Hi guys, Droid Development here. This is just a sort of a quickish overview of the new Droid Spiritune version 3. This is an updated model from our version 2. It does have two sensors like the version 2, and we relocated a few of the parts just to make this a little bit more functional. The passive infrared sensor used to be here on the version 2. We now placed it at the top so you can have it upright and detect motion from above, or have it on the flat on the back and detect motion from, you know, any kind of angle you like. So to use that mode, you would simply have the toggle switch to the left, and that only arms the passive infrared sensor. So you could use this sensor when you're in the same room. Just make sure it's not pointing towards you, point it away from you, and you should be good to go. In the middle, all the sensors are deactivated, and to the right here, it will then activate the special radar sensor, which is in the back here. You would simply point it towards the area you want to monitor. And this sensor is actually quite a cool piece of kit. It has an application which you can configure. So the makers of the sensor have an application where you can kind of control it. You can set up different parameters, make it stronger or less sensitive. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do in the application, so that is one of the reasons why we picked it, is so we have that extra function where you can actually calibrate this to the way you like it. It will come default with a preloaded configuration, so that preloaded configuration will do for most people. It is also very easy to put that back to the way that comes through the application, which will be documented when the manual is released. So that's something to be aware of. So if you do happen to mess up the settings, it is quite easy to default it back, so don't worry about messing it up. Also, a cool feature of this is when you're in the same room with it, it's not going to keep going off, because it does have intelligent presence sensing abilities. So the blue light will be on, so when this blue light is on here, you won't really see it during the day, but at night time you should be able to see, because this whole dome lights up. Also the front panel kind of lights up a wee bit as well. So when that blue light is active, it's basically sensing your presence, so it won't continually keep setting off the music box. So say for example you have to go into the room, it will initially detect your presence and the music will sound, but whilst you're in the same environment, this light should stay blue. And basically what that means is it's sensing your presence. It's not going to keep setting off the music box, which is unlike the Doppler we used to use. It would sense your presence continuously over and over, so it would set this off often, all the time. Unlike the Doppler as well, this does not sense through walls. It will only sense what's in the room. So it has a kind of 3D spatial awareness, so it's a smart intelligent sensor. So basically when this is in the room, it's not going to detect you from behind the walls, which was a problem with the Doppler sensor we used in the past. It would actually detect people from through floors, above ceilings. It would detect through walls, not that far, but if this was placed close to a wall, it would detect what's on the other side and it would false trigger, which was quite a problem. It was still a cool piece of technology, but it was flawed in the event that, it would, if you were in the same house doing an investigation, this was upstairs, it would often detect your movement from downstairs, which was not that incredible, to be honest. So we wanted a sensor that would eliminate that problem and also have extensive functions around the actual sensor as well. So you do have the app compatibility, where you can control and set up the device the way you like. You can also monitor the live data from another room. It works through Bluetooth, so it does go quite a far distance. as long as you've got a Bluetooth connectivity link with the device, you can still monitor the live data and also see when it's been triggered. So that is also quite a handy feature. Also the fact that you can customize this not only musically, you can customize the music files, but also the sensor as well is another pretty cool feature. So we wanted to create sort of a very advanced, this is probably overkill for a music box, to be honest, but not change the size of the device or its core functions, but make something way more advanced than what's already out there. And I think we've hit the nail in the coffin with this one, because all these functions in a device is still going to be cheaper than your run-of-the-mill music box, which can be upwards of 150, 200 pounds, which is insane for just a passive infrared sensor device, pretty much the same as this. Could you imagine me selling these for 200 pounds? There's nothing different from this to your run-of-the-mill. Instead, it doesn't have the moving parts, the annoying motor sound and all that kind of stuff. You can customize the music, you can charge it up, all that kind of fun stuff. And these were £59.99, I think they were. These will probably be priced about the £85 mark. We're not quite sure yet, still have to do the calculations on the tax and the VAT and all kind of stuff like that. But they will still be moderately priced compared to what's on the market at the minute, and still have all those extra functions and cool features. So yeah, this one will be up for sale probably later today. Still need to do the photographs, and later on a manual will follow, which will show you how to set up the application and stuff like that. The application is also free, it doesn't have adverts or anything like that, so it's another pretty cool add-on to the device. Now, we didn't make the app, it was the manufacturers who make the chip that has the application, but it is available on iOS and Android. It's just cool to have that extra function, I guess. Anywho, that is pretty much the overview of the version 3 Spiritune. What you're looking at is pretty much the most advanced paranormal music box out there at the precise minute. No doubt the people that make these boxes will steal the idea and run with their own version at some point, but anywho, you saw it here first. This is our version. It's still going to be cheaper than anything on the market at the minute, and that is it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye then now.